Hello, Jacob. Welcome to 1118. So this is our hotel room that we got last night. Slept here. We're on our way to Georgia from Tennessee. We left Sam and Ted yesterday afternoon, and we're going to give you a quick tour of what we were dealing with last night. So immediately upon walking in, cockroach on this bed, moving around. We got that taken care of. But then we got the really observant things here. There's a couple cracks up in the ceiling, a couple cracks here in the wall. The water damage here. There's no light in the bathroom. And there's also no shower curtain.
You still managed to take a shower though.
I did. Here's what I did. So you just push this into the corner, so it's spraying, and you're just kind of getting what you can get out of it. You just gotta make work so that way it'll get water all over the place. As far as that goes, I don't think there was anything else too major. It's got a strange, smoky odor to it. This was just like our pit stop because we were just trying to decide if we wanted to make it all the way to Georgia. The thing about this trip is we don't have any real plans. We've got several ideas in mind, but looking at OnX like crazy, I'm saving a big 150-mile map on the off-grid, and we're gonna just go down there, kind of pop through a few pieces of public land, see if they have what we are looking for, I guess. But once we find a place that we want to hunt, we're going to set up a camp. Tons of public land in this part of Georgia. We're just not sure what the habitat is like exactly. So basically what I'm saying is we're winging it to a certain degree, which we think is going to be pretty fun. We're going to go down and check it out right now.
Just figured we'd give you guys a tour of the Bougetel.
Yeah, it's
Bougetel.
It's called the Budgetel, so we thought maybe it was fancy and was pronounced Bougetel.
They got Jade soap here.
It's fancy.
I don't know if you guys have ever used Jade, but Zachary says it really gets the crevices.
It's awesome. We'll see you in Georgia. Georgia now, and we're just kind of going across the top of the north part of Georgia. We're just trying to get an idea of how steep these hills actually are. Sometimes it's hard to get the right perspective, I guess, on the map. So we're just kind of cruising through this area. We're passing lots of public. We're just getting a feel for the area. I think specifically what we're seeking is some of the foothills that are below the big mountains. I guess that's kind of our strategy, just getting a feel for it, and we're going to figure it out, hopefully. Pretty cool to drive through the state.
Son.
Alright, well, we're driving through it, and we just got to a big piece of public. Jake just saw a couple toms standing right off the road, so we're going to turn around and try to film them.
He's on public. I saw the sign.
We don't have a tag yet is the problem. I mean, we were just saying it looks sweet, and then he's like 2 toms right there, right off the road. So hopefully we can find him again. If I can ever find a place to turn around.
What do you have to say about me spotting those toms?
Good job, Jacob. Were they strutting?
No, he had a big old paintbrush though.
That was right here, I think. And they could easily be gone by now.
Uh-huh.
Seeing those turkeys is exactly why we came through this area. Now that we're here, like, it's pretty much exactly what we're looking for. It's perfect type of hills, lots of good looking timber. There's lots of different public land areas around here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get to a town, get on the laptop, probably look at it a little bit closer, just kind of get a feel for what we're doing here, and then probably just pick this spot and try to set up a camp or figure out an area to camp. Like, if we just saw 2 turkeys, toms, in an area that we thought looked really good on the map while we're sitting at the laptop, like, I guess I would say it's a pretty good place to start. Feel pretty good. Didn't see the toms on the way back through, but I'm sure they're not very far. gonna be a great day. We got a pretty warm temperature to start. I think maybe the warmest of the season, 66. Rained last night. If it's nice for even a couple hours, I think we're gonna have some pretty good gobbling action, just because it has been raining for so long. At least where we've been, pretty much 2 days, right? Gobble count on the morning, 0. The habitat looks good. I mean, I don't know if it's weather or what. Going into a new spot like this, it's hard to know what the deal is, whether a lot of people have been in here hunting and maybe all the toms have been shot off. Maybe the weather's got them quiet. The habitat looks really good, but it's just hard to say. Now we're in a dilemma. Do we keep going back in there and potentially waste time, or do we get in the car and potentially risk not learning enough about this spot? Either way, we'll be doing something. The story continues. Right off public land by themselves. You keep doing your thing. We'll see you tomorrow, probably. There's literally public land right behind Jake, and that turkey's been out there every single day, just pecking around, and we can't see a tom on public. We can't hear a turkey gobble. It's been 48 hours since we've heard a turkey gobble officially, so it's rough.
It's rougher to come.
There's turkeys everywhere, though. That's the thing. That's the frustrating thing. Alright guys, so here's the deal. It rained all morning. We didn't even get up. We decided to sleep in, catch up on some sleep. Our whole first couple days here have been a total failure. We've covered a ton of ground. We've barely heard any gobbling.
Here's a summary. Saw turkeys on the way in.
Yep.
Heard a couple of gobbles on the first morning late. Saw a bear track with a turkey track in it. Saw a bunch of turkeys on private. Nothing on public.
Yeah, I mean, we've basically covered a ton of ground and we've come up with virtually nothing. I mean, there's definitely turkeys here, but for whatever reason, whether they've been all shot up, they've been too pressured and pushed off of the public completely, we're not really sure. We don't have a good gauge because we're obviously not from here. So we're gonna bounce to a different area that we were looking at before we came on this trip. And actually we got a hold of Dave Owens yesterday, and he said that he'd be willing to potentially meet up with us if we went down to that area. So we're gonna pack up and go down there because the weather is gonna be a lot nicer. The next 3 days here are gonna be a washout. As you can tell, it's overcast. We got a break in the weather. So we're gonna pull down camp, pack it up, and start going a little bit west of here. Dave's obviously in turkeys all the time, so maybe he can teach us a little bit. Pretty much have completely failed on this leg of the trip, but we still got 2.5 days left. We're gonna try to make the most of it. We've been having fun. It's awesome country. I think if you lived in this area, you could really figure the turkeys out and have a lot of fun hunting them. And we have had a lot of fun hunting them, just haven't had much success. So we recognize that we could have taken some advice from more people or got more specific spots from some of the people that have been messaging us, and we totally appreciate that. We really do. We just wanted to show you guys kind of our thought process and just kind of do it like we feel like our viewers are doing it. If you're going on an out-of-state trip, you don't always have a lot of connections and you got to figure things out for yourself, and that's why we wanted to do it the way that we've been doing it. So We're gonna go to plan B now. Like I said, really enjoyed it here. Kind of a little bit bummed that we gotta leave because it is so beautiful here, but that's hunting. We gotta figure out where the birds are gobbling and try to have some more action. See you at the next spot.